guys, the moment we've all been waiting for, update 636 is here. We got the Sky Surfer skills, we got the Robo skills, we got new TOA reward. Just one. It's just the legendary is now an all-attribute legendary, which some of you might get very excited for. We also have a new TOA battle pass, which gives us doubled rewards for completing TOA. Of course, they were going to make a microtransaction out of it. We also have a few more things. There's going to be siege changes. That was already basically discussed in another video, but the big thing here is the Sky Surfer and Robo, so let's get right into it, and let's see what the Sky Surfers and the Robos do. The water one we already took a look at, and the other one. Fire one is an AoE bomber. So, plasma, the cutback blow is, we already discussed, the same as the water one. Attacks the enemy, absorb the attack bar, 15% with a 50% chance. Impulse gun second is different from the water one. Attacks the enemy, looks like it's a single target, just the same as the water, from what this is looking like it's worded. Single target. Attacks the enemy, increase the target's skill cooldown by 1 time. Skill cooldown time by 1 turn, absorbs the attack bar by 30% with 50% chance each. In addition, decreases your skill cooldown time by 1 turn if you successfully increase the skill cooldown time. I'm not sure what the skill cooldown is going to be on here. If it's super low here, and super low on the plasma bomb, that could be pretty nasty, right? If it's super high here, then that's going to be pretty disappointing. So the thing here is this impulse gun kind of reminds me of the Wind Werewolf, which I think is pretty decent unit. A lot of you guys don't really care about the Wind Werewolf. He does a skill every time he attacks. He does increase skill cooldowns with his passive. So this would be, and also he decreases attack bar, or he absorbs attack bar. One or the other. So this is kind of similar. It reminds me of that. It just also decreases his own skill cooldown. And then we have the plasma bomb. So this is not a normal bomb. I mean, this is mostly a normal bomb, but one of the targets, your main target, gets a 1-turn bomb. So it installs a bomb that goes off after 1 turn on the enemy target, and a bomb that goes off after 2 turns on all remaining enemies. So like, for example, if you have a cleanser on the enemy team, you just put the 1-turn bomb on the cleanser and then the 2-turn bombs on everything else, which is kind of nice, which I get the purpose of that, right? And then we have the so he seems like a pretty decent unit. He doesn't seem like so crazy broken OP. You guys let me know what you think. If you disagree, you're like, oh no, he seems super broken OP, but he seems like a decently usable unit without being like, oh my god, that's going to get nerfed. Again, we'll see the skill cooldowns. If the skill cooldowns could make it one way or another. If he's got an AoE bomb every single turn, that could be pretty OP. If he's got a bomb every 10 turns, that's not so great, right? Then we have the water one, which we already took too many looks at. Let's go to the wind one. The water one's interesting, though. Don't get me wrong, the water one's interesting. 3 of these units are attack type units, though, and 2 of them are supports, which is what I said in the initial video when we saw the teaser. I'm like, this looks like it's most likely going to be an attack type unit, and they are attack type unit. Even the support ones look like attack type units. So the wind one, cutback blow is the same as the other ones. Attacks the enemy, absorb the attack bar by 15%, 50% chance. Impulse gun, this is the same as the fire one. Kind of the same as like the Wind Werewolf, a stronger version of what he does, but kind of similar to the Wind Werewolf. And then the Mega Impulse Gun, 3rd skill for the Wind Sky Surfer. Attacks the enemy, increases the target's skill cooldown by 1 turn. It looks like it's a single target, increase cooldown by 1 turn, absorbs attack bar by 50%. In addition, decreases your skill cooldown time by 1 turn if you successfully increase the skill cooldown time. Increases the damage dealt to the enemy by 20% each, up to 100% when you use this. I'm not super excited about him. I don't know, since it's a single target and a single target, and then he does his stack thing, kind of like Christina, kind of like the Wind Mage. I'm kind of sensing a pattern of like people may, I don't know, I feel like people might not be as excited about the Wind Sky Surfer as the other ones. Maybe I'm wrong, though. We'll see in action. We'll see what he's actually capable of in action. But he kind of reminds me of the Wind Werewolf a little bit. Then we have the light one, which good luck trying to get that one. Someone out there is going to get that. Someone out there is going to get that unit. Cutback blow, same thing. Impulse gun, that's the same thing as the wind one and the fire one, with the cooldowns. And then we have Quantum Explosion, detects all enemies to decrease their attack bar by 50% each. if the attack bar... So it's not like... I mean, Varad does 100% attack bar decrease, right? Poseidon does 100% attack bar decrease. So this is just 50%. If the attack bar of the enemy, boss is excluded, becomes 0, and there's no more attack bar to be decreased, decreases the enemy's HP by the remaining amount of attack bar to be decreased. This does not seem very exciting. I mean, it's only a 50% decrease. Maybe I'm missing something, but just does not seem like LD5, like, wow, super hyped about this. Decreases the enemy's HP by the remaining amount of the attack bar to be decreased. So if he's got, like, if the enemies have 20%, 25% attack bar, right? All the enemies have 25% attack bar. Unless I'm reading this wrong. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. 25% attack bar, they get decreased down to 0, and then their HP is decreased by 25%. AoE decrease HP by 25%. Which does, I mean, it's like, it doesn't, like, it could just, like, Lucian could kill things. I mean, it seems like a Poseidon thing, like, right? Poseidon decreased by 100%, and then also slows, and then also does damage on top of that regardless. So I don't know. Maybe it's super cool when you actually see it and we actually use it, but it doesn't seem that exciting to me. Just reading that seems like maybe I'm missing the pizzazz and it's really, like, much cooler, but I don't know. I don't get super excited about that. Cutback blow. Oh, the dark one. Cutback blow. Text the enemy to absorb all. We already know about that. Then we have the spin grab shot. That's the same one as the water one. So we'll see what the base speeds of these guys are. Could be super OP base speed. That would be ridiculous, right? Strip beneficial effect. This is a single target as well. Some people thought it was a AoE. It's not. It seems like it's going to be a single target. So strip beneficial effects is probably going to be 100% after you skill it up. Probably. And then stun the enemy with 30% chance. It's probably going to be like between 40 to 60 after you skill it up. And then Synergistic Effect, this is the one that makes him unique. He's similar to the water one, but this is what makes him unique. Increases your attack bar by 5% each whenever the attack bar of enemies and allies decrease. Whenever the attack bar of enemies and allies decrease. So against things like Shangpung, this is going to be nice. Against things like Poseidon, this is going to be nice. In addition, increases the effect of the attack bar increasing skills of all allies and enemies by 50%. Increases the effect of attack bar increasing skills. So Bastard is now God Bastard. Bastard is now, you don't even need any speed on that Lucian to make Bastard just go crazy. Does not accumulate, does not apply in battles against bosses. So this seems very OP. The light one seems lackluster to me. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. The dark one seems very OP to me. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but it seems like the dark one is way better than the light one. That's just the first impression that I get from these units. Again, they're not even in the game yet. We're just seeing the skills on them. But it seems like the dark one is definitely the one that you want, hopefully. So, or, I mean, lucky if you get any of them, right? Robo, Fire Robo. First skill, attacks the enemy to deal damage, increases according to your max HP. Actually, these guys get awakened and they change. The energy bolt, first skill. So the first skills are actually all different on here. So first skill after he's awakened, attacks the enemy, stuns for 1 turn, 50% chance, damage according to your max HP. Blade Crush, AoE, 30% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect. Okay? So I'm thinking already, like, probably Despair. Probably Despair with some decent accuracy, right? He's got a stun on the first skill, and he also has an AoE strip, multi-hit, also additional damage and artifacts. And then the Power Charge passive, this is God tier already. Increases your attack bar by 50% when an enemy gets an additional turn. Yeah. Yeah, they countered Violent Runes. So, Comptos was like, we're not going to nerf Violent Runes, but we're going to nerf... How do we nerf Violent Runes without nerfing Violent Runes? Put a monster in that counters Violent Runes. So, increases attack bar when the enemy gets an additional turn. And then you can come in and you can Blade Crush and you can AoE strip stun things, right? So, I think that this guy is gonna be meta because, hey, guess what? Violent Runes go on monsters in 2020, in every year of Summoner's War. So, this guy's gonna be meta. It feels obvious to me that this guy's gonna be meta. But yeah, let's go for the second, the water one. Energy Bolt attacks the enemy to decrease defense when he's awakened. Decrease defense for 2 turns, 50% chance. More damage according to your max HP. Skill 1, decrease defense is not bad, right? Skill 1 stun is not bad. So, the fire robo, the water robo. Well, the fire robo, thankfully he's a 4-star, so we might actually be able to get him. Execute self-destruct for the water one. Self-destructs to inflict damage proportion to your max HP on all enemies. You'll be defeated after the attack. Same thing as the light one. Revival sequence passive. Revives in a nuclear state with 1 HP at the moment of death. In nuclear state, you will gain immunity against all harmful effects. Recover 25% HP every turn. And return to the original state when the HP reaches 100%. He could still be easily just one-tapped. From what it looks like here, he's immunity against all harmful effects, but that doesn't mean against death. Like, he doesn't have, like, endure or anything, right? So you could just get, like, one tapped after that, unless, like, one of your allies comes in and heals him or whatever. So, yeah. He's looking good. He's looking interesting, but I guess we'll see after we actually see him in the game. He's not as strong as the fire one, but he kills himself. He does damage based on max HP to all enemies, and then he revives himself. So that should be interesting. I kind of want to see the animation on his nuclear state. Then we have the wind one. Wind one is first skill attacks the enemy to decrease the attack bar by 30% with a 50% chance. Blade Crush is the multi-hit AoE remove beneficial effect. I do like that. Giant's Punch attacks the enemy to stun the target for 1 turn. If the target goes under inability effects after... This one kind of reminds me of like the Dark Cannon Girl a little bit. Attacks the enemy to... Win 4-star. Reminds me of Dark Cannon Girl. Well, just in the fact that he attacks the enemy to stun target for 1 turn. If the target goes under inability effects after the attack, additionally use the Giant Punch to attack another random enemy target. Can be activated up to 3 times. So... kill some. I mean, it's a 3rd skill though, so it's not like a. I mean, it's kind of like an AoE. Maybe I shouldn't be that excited about him. Like, hey, he can keep doing it again and again and again and again if he keeps stunning. But he at least has an AoE strip, and he also has a. We'll see what the cooldown on that Giant's Punch is. But he's a. I mean, he's an attack type unit, so all of these are kind of different actually. The fire one is a support. Water one is HP. Wind is attack. And then he still does damage based on his max HP with at least the 1st skill though. So, yeah, and then the light is HP and the dark is attack. So they're all kinds of none of them are defense, but energy. But well, we saw the light one in the other video, so we don't really have to take another look at it again. It's the one that nukes himself and then increases the attack bar of all allies by 50%, decreases the attack bar of all enemies at the moment of death. I think he's gonna have a lot of nice combos with him. So, and then he also attacks the enemy. First skill, Energy Bolt Awakened. For the light one, attacks the enemy to deal damage, increases, according to your max HP, increases your attack speed for 1 turn. It's really just about his self-destruct and the energy release passive. Just that combo of both of those. So, I think that one's going to be nice. I think the fire one's going to be nice too. I think that a lot of you guys are going to... Probably the fire one's going to be like the one to get. That's what it seems like anyway. And then the dark one, I mean, good luck getting these LD ones, but it's more possible than LD5s, right? It feels like there's at least a chance, snowball's chance in hell maybe, but Blade Crush, AoE attacks all enemies 3 times, 30% chance to remove 1 beneficial effect. And then we have Full Burst, so this one's interesting, attacks 8 times starting from the enemy with the worst HP condition, inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with a 50% chance each. Damage increases by 10% for each harmful effect on the enemy. That is a crap ton of continuous damage. That is a ton of continuous. It kind of reminds me of the Cannon Girl skill 2, where it's got like the 8 times in defense breaks. So, and then he also increases his own attack power. So he doesn't do any defense breaks, but he still does AoE strips and continuous damage. I think that guy's gonna actually be pretty nice. I feel like the wind one. Now in retrospect, I'm like, I don't know if the wind one's gonna get played with as much as I thought he was initially the first time I read his skills. But the fire one and then the LD ones look like the fun ones. Okay, so new monsters cannot be used in Siege Battle Season 5, which is that happened the same time. The last time new monsters were released before Siege Battle Tournament. Special SP summon button is gonna come back, and you guys know that this is still not gonna be... We've summoned on this so many times. I feel like this button is cursed. I'll summon on it because it's 4 stars, because there's 4 stars and I'd like to get the Fire Robo. But I may as well. I have summons already saved up, so I'll just summon on the SP button anyway. I don't expect any of the Sky Surfers or whatever, but maybe we'll get the I would really like the Fire Robo. So, chance of summoning new monsters is slightly higher. Yeah, we know. Special summon can be preceded with all summons except for Ancient Transcendence Scroll, etc., etc., etc. Please note you cannot summon, evolve, awaken, or level up the skills for 4-star monster in the default 4-star monster summon and scale up event, just in case you're curious. Battle Training Ground, new mock battles with Sky Surfer and Robo. I actually did not know that. I must have skipped that. This is nice. This raid reward. Okay, so drop rate of Mana Stones, Rainbow Mons, Shape-Shifting Stones in level 2 through 5 has been decreased. Mana Stones, Rainbow Mons, Shape-Shifting Stones, all decreased. Drop rate of Hero and Legend Gems and Grindstones has been increased by the decreased drop rate. I mean, let's see how much it actually has decreased, because so many people complain about, like, I get way too many Rainbow Mons, I get way too many the Mana. We'll see. I'll take any increase is better than no increase, but who knows if it's like a 0.00001% 0.00001% chance or whatever. But anything is better than nothing, right? Amount of summoning stones dropped in level 3 to 5 has been increased. In case of level 5, 4 to 5 summoning stones will be dropped instead of 2 to 3. So these are all improvements. But I really like to see how much Mana and Rainbow Mons less we get and how much more Hero and Legend. They're just improving raids, which is finally, oh my god. Rune inventory, max number of gems grindstones has been increased by from 1,200 to 1,500, which is nice because we have all these ancient grinds and gems. Okay, maybe we don't have that many ancient grinds and gems. I feel like I never have enough. I feel like I have ancient grinds and gems for the runes that I don't care about and don't have. I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of destroy ones. What am I going to do with that? But I don't have the will ones because I need the will ones and I don't. Whatever. Anyway, this is still nice. This means we can raid more and have to clean up our stuff less, right? Gems, grindstones, grave conversion stones added to the Soul Runes artifacts repurchase system, which is nice. And then we have, I think this is basically just a bunch of whatever, just fine print. This is, people are going to be excited about this. Remember, guys, it's basically just a legendary and a light dark together. It's not a crazy high chance. It's almost the same chance of getting an LD5 as an LD4 and LD5 as from a light dark scroll. So it's just a little bit better than a regular legendary scroll. It is not anything crazy. Most of us have already seen that firsthand. Some people got, some people just got really, really, really lucky from it, but it's not anything super crazy, guys. Just please be aware. The crazy thing is that now there's like a battle pass thing that we can get double rewards from TOA though. So, Trial of Ascension Pass, get doubled clear rewards with the pass. Trial of Ascension Pass consists of 2 modes, normal and hard. Package that doubles the rewards for clearing the Trial of Ascension for the difficulty mode of the pass you purchase. So you gotta purchase. 2, double benefit does not apply to Mana Stones you acquire as clear rewards. Oh darn. Benefits will... there's so many new packs for us to buy. Seriously. Anyway, rewards for the floors that have already been cleared before purchasing the pass will be sent to your inbox immediately after purchasing it. So, here's the thing, is that everyone was like, for a while, they were like, why don't they make the TOA hards twice as much as the TOA normal rewards? And Comto is like, yes, we will finally do that, if you pay us. So, they're listening closely to user feedback, guys. They are. So, TOA Pass can be purchased from Shop Efficient Special Pack or TOA entrance screen after the tower resets on August 14th. There's just like a little disclaimer. Siege Battle Season 5, closing in Siege Battle Tournament. It really doesn't apply to most people, but we're going to have another Siege Battle Tournament. So, there we go. Special bases can only set normal bases. 4-star bases cannot be set as special. But we'll see what's going on for this. We already talked about all the siege battle stuff. This we already talked about a while ago. The Guild Seal shop, where we have like a new shop for Guild Siege. So we already mentioned all of this stuff previously in like 1 or 2 different videos. So this is all just the same stuff as before. I think this is basically it. Battle rules can be checked. Sharing replays. Purchase limited. Oh, purchase limit of premium pack 2 has been changed from 2 times per month to 3 times per month. It's still garbage. It's still garbage. It didn't get better. It's still garbage. It's still a very, very bad thing to purchase. It's still very not valuable. 1 in 300 chance of getting an LD5 from an LD scroll. Well, almost 300. 1 in almost 300. And the pack basically costs like over 1,000 crystals. It's like $40 worth of crystals for a 1 in 300 chance for an LD5. Okay. And even if you do get an LD5, it's half of them are not really that usable for a whole lot of stuff, right? And then we see image of limited icon. We don't really care about that. Bug fixes, etc., etc. Fix the issue with a transmogrified beach druid fire guard. Okay. Repeat battle bug fixes. There's also a camera bug. I already told Comtuos about this. They don't believe me. There's a camera bug with Tyrannus. Not with the new transmog. There's a previous thing with like the special animations that they added with Tyrannus. There's a glitch in it. I don't know if some of you guys have seen it or not, but yeah. So anyway, I think the big thing is these new units, the Robos and these, I was going to say Sky Dancers. Robos and Sky Surfers. I do like the Water one. I think the Water one's going to be fun. I think the Fire one will be fun too. I'm not super excited about the Wind one. The Dark one's going to be crazy. But I know I'm not going to get any of those, so I'm just going to be excited for the Fire. I'm going to be excited to try to get a Fire Robo. Most likely not going to get him, but hopefully. Hopefully I get a Fire Robo, and then he will get all my Devilmons. I'm just kidding. I don't have any Devilmons. Anyway, that's it for this one. Let me know what you think. You think I was wrong about some of these? I mean, I could have been wrong. We didn't really get to see these in action yet, and I just got they're now just the skills are released in the game just now, so really haven't had too much time to really think it over and say, I wonder about this and that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Just excited and glad to have new units, especially a 4-star that counters violent runes. But anyway, that's it for this one. See you guys always in the next one.